The suspect in the most recent assassination attempt on Donald Trump's life appeared in court for the first time this morning. Thank you for joining us for 9 News at noon. I'm Erica Lopez. Authorities describe 58-year-old Ryan Ruth as calm as he faced a judge and was charged with possession of a firearm by a convicted felon and possession of a firearm with an obliterated serial number. Here's Garrett Hake with more.
Donald Trump is safe, a suspect is in custody, and the FBI is investigating what it calls an apparent assassination attempt on the former president Sunday at his Florida golf club. Authorities say a Secret Service agent spotted a rifle in the bushes near where Mr. Trump was golfing Sunday afternoon and opened fire.
They have an agent that jumps one hole ahead of time to where the president was at. And he was able to spot this rifle barrel sticking out of the fence and immediately engage that individual.
Agents rushed Mr. Trump to safety. According to the sheriff, a witness saw the suspect run out of the bushes and jump into a black Nissan. He was arrested a short time later. 3 law enforcement sources tell NBC News that suspect has been identified as 58-year-old Ryan Wesley Ruth. Ruth was unarmed when arrested, and it's not clear if he ever fired a weapon. But investigators say they recovered an AK-47 style rifle with a scope, 2 backpacks, and a GoPro camera at the scene, not far from the former president.
Probably between 300 and 500 yards, but with a rifle and a scope like that, that's not a long distance.
The suspect has a long criminal and civil court history. He's also been outspoken on his support for Ukraine. In an interview with Semaphore last year, Ruth discussed his efforts helping volunteers with the war effort there.
Ukraine is reluctant to be cooperative.
According to public records, Ruth voted in a Democratic primary in March. In 2020, Ruth wrote to Mr. Trump on social media, saying he supported him in 2016, but expressing disappointment with the former president. Overnight, in a post on Truth Social, Mr. Trump thanking the Secret Service and law enforcement for keeping him safe, and said it was a, quote, interesting day. Writing earlier in campaign fundraising emails, quote, my resolve is only stronger after another attempt on my life.
Right now, we are taking a live look at a news conference where Colorado State Patrol is giving the public a view of the body camera video from September 7th when a man ambushed and shot at a state trooper on Highway 36. An eyewitness says Trooper Ty Simcox was doing paperwork in his cruiser when CSP says Victor de Santiago pulled up next to him and started shooting. The trooper managed to shoot back and kill de Santiago. The 32-year-old shooter from Thornton had a long rap sheet with arrests ranging from drug possession to felony assault. We'll have more details from that news conference starting today on 9 News at 3 o'clock. And today, isolated storms are expected and stronger storms are likely tomorrow as we take a live look outside. Right now, we are certainly seeing that cloud cover. Here to break it all down, we have our weather impact team meteorologist, Keely Chalmers. Today, Keely, is a lot lower impact compared to tomorrow. We really have our eyes on tomorrow.
Yeah, today the storms rumble across the high country. We do have a chance for some showers, some weaker storms rolling through the plains today. But yes, tomorrow, that is what we're looking at. That could be an impactful day. The big threat with these storms will be the wind. We're talking very strong winds rolling in. We're going to see those winds start to increase today, and certainly some gusty winds, potential damaging winds tomorrow as well. Out there right now, just some clouds. Temperatures, though, still quite warm. We're in the 80s once again, 81 degrees right now in Denver, 81. Also in Greeley, we're at 77 in Fort Collins. Cooler up in the high country with temperatures in the 50s. So your forecast for today, clouds increase, 84 degrees. Your forecast high or normal for this time of the year is 80. So we're still several degrees above that. Those winds, though, they're going to start picking up this afternoon. Those southwesterly gusty winds gusting up to 30 miles per hour. So we're looking at 10 to 30 mile per hour winds today, stronger even tomorrow. And a 20% chance we'll see an afternoon shower or storm. So forecast highs, again, 80s and low 90s across the plains. We are starting to see that moisture move in from the south and west, and we are going to start to see some of those thunderstorms bubble up across the high country and spreading into the metro area. This is 6 o'clock, and you can see some showers of thunderstorms. The stronger storms, again, over the high country, and again, overnight may see a thunderstorm rumble through the metro area. So tonight, 55 degrees. Tomorrow, we're looking 86 degrees, and we are going to see, again, tomorrow, that is the day we're focused on. We'll talk more about that, plus a cool down in our forecast coming up in your full forecast in just a bit.
Keely, thank you. A psychologist who examined the man who killed 10 people at a Boulder King Supers concluded he was sane at the time of the crime. Ahmad Alyssa faces 10 counts of first-degree murder and dozens of other charges and has pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity. To get a conviction, prosecutors have to convince the jury he was not insane on March 22nd of 2021, the day of the crime. Dr. Leandra Torres testified this morning, saying the shooter was not delusional and that he planned and practiced for that attack.
What was that opinion?
That he was not insane at the time of the offense.
So your opinion was he was sane at the time he committed these crimes?
Yes.
That testimony will continue all day today. We have a reporter in the courtroom, and we'll have much more on 9 News this afternoon. The owners of the Return to Nature funeral home are taking a deal in the federal fraud case against them. Families of victims say the feds proposed 15 years in federal prison for John and Carrie Halford in exchange for a plea to 1 count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud. The Halfords own the funeral home in Penrose, where nearly 200 bodies were found improperly stored. The couple also was offered a plea deal on their state charges, but they have a few more weeks to decide whether to accept it. DIA has new biometric facial recognition devices at the airport right now. Not only will they help with security, but they'll also get people on their international flights a little bit faster. Brianna Fernandez shows us how.
So travelers will be able to take a quick picture and then take off. It's very quick, very easy. These biometric devices are designed to speed up the process for international flights. So take a look at your screen. This is what that biometric device looks like. So once you take a picture at the gate, U.S. Customs and Border Protection biometric exit will compare your picture to images already on file with the government, such as a passport or visa. Airlines are also able to use the biometric devices to cross-reference passenger list, meaning passengers won't have to scan a physical or digital boarding pass. Now, before these biometric devices, gate agents were doing everything manually. They would inspect your passport, check the expiration date, and any information that they might need. So with these devices, not only will it save time, but it's much more accurate. And for those not interested in the biometric device, you have an option to opt out.
We're required to post signage at every gate when we are conducting biometrics, or when an airline is conducting biometrics. And any passenger, if for whatever reason they're not comfortable with biometrics, all they need to do is tell the gate agent, and the gate agent will just inspect their passport visually.
Now, airport officials tell me once that picture is taken, it will be automatically deleted from the system. You will see these biometric devices at 15 gates here at Denver International Airport, concourses A and C. For now, I'm here at DIA. Brianna Fernandez for 9 News.
Brianna, thank you. Today is the day thousands of people got their first chance this morning to make reservations for Denver's iconic pink restaurant, Casa Bonita, of course. Early this month, the Pink Palace announced the reservation system will open to everyone, and today was that day. For the last year, people could only get in if they were invited. Reservations opened at 9 o'clock this morning to people that are in the Founders Club. So if you got in that virtual line, there were tens of thousands of people trying to get a spot at the restaurant. The general public now will have a chance to get a reservation. That starts today at 3 o'clock.